everyone, welcome back. This week we're going to focus a little bit more on the concept of flowing. So the pace might be a little bit faster than it was last week, so just take it at your own speed, rest when you need, pause me whenever you need to take a second, and just do it for you. So don't worry about staying necessarily exactly with me. We're going to take everything a little bit slower at first, and then we'll start to grow on the themes that we're starting to establish in the beginning. So, make sure that you have your blocks nearby if you need them. On your mat, just find a place where you can sit nice and comfortably. So here, sometimes in a cross-legged position, it feels like the knees are kind of all the way up by your chin. If that's the case, then just grab a block and just sit up on the edge of that block so that you can find a little bit more softness in the hips and the thighs. If you don't have a block, go ahead and sit on anything else. A pillow, a rolled up blanket, anything like that will do the trick. Just some way that your hips can be a little bit elevated. Just take your hands onto your thighs and just start to press down and out. And start to find a little bit more softness through the tops of the hips. And once you feel like the thighs can soften, just walk your hands all the way down to your knees. Allow the hands to rest on the knees, roll the shoulders back and down. Close your eyes. And just take a moment here just to start to tune into your breath. See if you can allow the elbows to drop a little bit heavier and see how that affects the shoulders. Allow the muscles around the eyes and the jaw to soften. Start to bring the awareness to the back body. So start to breathe a little bit deeper into the back of your lungs, the back of your rib cage, the back of your throat. For each breath, allow yourself to come into this moment with a little bit more presence. Fully feeling the body. Fully experiencing each breath. And fully releasing all other thoughts, concerns, to-do lists. And just making this next hour just about you. Start to ask yourself what it is that you need from your practice today. Some days it's patience, some days it's space, some days it's energy, quiet, ease, it can be anything. But in your next 3 breaths, start to cultivate exactly the energy that you need. On your next inhale, reach both of your arms around and up overhead. Feel the fingers reach through space, feel the sides of the waist lengthen. As you exhale, take a side bend all the way over to the right. As you inhale, peel the left side of the chest open. Reach a little bit more. See if you can keep weight down through that left hip and left thigh, but reach longer through the fingers. Gently come all the way back up and take the arms all the way over to the other side. Create as much space between the hips and the ribs as possible, and then start to roll the belly open towards the ceiling. Lean the shoulders back. Gently come all the way back up. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up again. Lift as tall as you can. This time as you exhale, take a twist. One hand will drop right back behind you. The other hand drops onto the opposite knee. Use each inhale to draw in more length. Use each exhale to twist it a little bit deeper. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to wrap around. Just come back around to the front. Inhale, reach your arms around and up again. Exhale, twist around the other side. Inhale for length. Exhale to spiral. Try to keep your shoulders right on top of your hips so you're not leaning forward or back in any direction, but you're just keeping the length of the spine as long as possible and then rotating around that axis. And come back around to the front. This time as you inhale, just reach your arms up to shoulder height. We're going to go into our eagle arms. You're going to take your right arm and wrap it underneath the left until the elbows cross. And then lift your hands up. Either press the backs of the hands into one another or find the palms. As you inhale, lift the fingertips to the sky. Open your chest. As you exhale, your belly pulls back round deeply forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, deeply round. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Now stay here this time. Try to lengthen your elbows away from the body and reach your fingertips forward. Drop your head completely so there's no tension in the neck. And gently release the arms. Sweep the fingertips back behind you, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest really high. Breathe as wide as you can through the chest. Open your lungs, open your heart. And come back forward. Reach your arms up. Left arm wraps up. Go ahead, cross that elbow all the way so you get a nice tight bind. And then either the backs of the hands or the palms find one another. As you inhale, the fingertips lift. As you exhale, deeply curve forward. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, round. Once more, inhale. Exhale. And just pause here. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Reach the fingertips forward and away and the elbows down. Gently uncross your arms. Again, sweep the hands back behind you. Press the fingertips into the floor, lift your chest high. Now, you can either stay here if you would like to go a little further. I'm going to turn sideways to show you. You can press down into your hands more to roll the weight forward into the shins and the knees. And you're going to take a hip stretch with your chest open. This is only if you feel like that is a good idea for you. Lift your heart higher. Gently set your hips back down. You're going to make your way to all fours, hands and knees. Carry your legs around behind you. Set yourself up with your hands underneath of your shoulders, your fingers spread wide. From here, just start to move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So, starting with a neutral spine. On your breath in, your belly drops to the floor, your heart rises. On your exhale, your belly lifts, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, pull your heart forward. Exhale, lift the belly out. Inhale, forward. Exhale to let it all go. 3 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Once more, try to never stop moving. And come back to a nice long neutral spine. You stay where you are. I'm going to turn around to face you. Keeping your spine long, stretch your right leg straight out to the side. Spread your toes wide, press down through the pinky toe. As you inhale, slide into your cow spine again, so you're lifting your heart. As you exhale, press your hips back. Walk your hands as far forward as you can and let your head go. It's a pretty intense stretch for that right inner thigh, some of you the left hamstring. Keep your head soft. Keep pressing down through the right pinky toe. And keep lengthening the sides of the waist. And gently walk your hands back in underneath of your shoulders. You're going to stretch your right leg back behind you up to hip height. Keep that leg really, really strong. And stretch your left arm straight forward. Now either stay here and just focus on the support of the belly to the spine, or to take it a little bit deeper, as you exhale, pull the knee and the elbow together under your chest. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths. Once more. Place the hand and the knee back down onto the floor. Take 1 more round of cat-cow just to reset the spine. And come back to neutral. Nice long spine. Stretch your left leg straight out to the side. All 5 of the toes press straight forward. Press down through the outer edge of the foot. As you inhale, drop your belly, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, press your hips back. Walk your hands forward as far as you can and allow the head to drop. Start to notice if your hips are rounding underneath of you, and as much as you can, press them back. As much as you can, lengthen the belly forward. And then just breathe from there. And gently walk your hands back in. Stretch your left leg back to hip height behind you. Make that leg really strong. Stay supported from the belly and reach your right arm straight forward. Now you have 5 breaths just to stay and find the balance here. Or exhale, elbow and knee. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Place the hand and the knee back down onto the mat. Open your knees a little bit wider, sit back into child's pose. Hips go all the way down to your heels. Allow your head to drop onto the floor. Take a moment here just to breathe into the back. Breathe into the hips, wherever you feel this stretch the most. And then gently just start to walk your hands forward. See if you can straighten all the way through the arms. Feel a little stretch through the waist. Spread your fingers wide onto the mat. Use your next inhale to pull your weight forward onto your hands, kind of like all fours, but a little bit wider. As you exhale, roll your tail to the ceiling. Touch your chest to the floor. Slide all the way down onto your belly. Baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, press up to all fours. Exhale, child's pose, sit onto your heels. Twice more, just that. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, tail to the sky, chest to the floor. Slide onto your belly, lift your heart, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to all fours. Exhale, child's pose. Once more, inhale. Exhale, chest comes forward and down. Inhale, slide onto your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, press up to all fours. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, pull forward. This time, tuck both of your toes, lift up to a plank, top of a push-up position. Now either from here you're coming back to that knees, chest, and chin, or you're going to stay strong through the belly. The body stays in one piece. Chaturanga, just bend your elbows. Roll your shoulders back, press all the way to straight arms for full cobra. Downward facing dog, tuck your toes, press your hips up and down. Now here, just start to pedal out through the feet. Softly bending one knee at a time, pressing the opposite heel to the floor. Spread your fingers wide. And then gently start to walk your feet all the way up to your hands. One step at a time. Keep your knees soft. Once you get to the top of the mat, just hang over your legs. And again, keep your knees pretty bent here. Just relax. Let your head go, your arms go. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. One vertebrae at a time, roll up to stand. Allow your head to be the last thing to lift. As you inhale, circle the arms around and up. As you exhale, soften your knees, fold forward. Lengthening the spine to a flat back. It helps sometimes to press the hands into the shins to press the heart open. And then from here, step your left foot back behind you as far as you can. Drop that knee down to the floor. Sink your hips forward and then lift your arms up. Now again, feel the hips dropping and feel the front of your belly lifting higher. Breathe. Trust your front leg. Lean your shoulders back, lengthen through the fingers. Bring your hands down to the floor. Tuck your toes behind you, lift the back knee. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, it's your choice. Knees, chest, chin, or elbows bent straight back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, straight arms. Try to lift your thighs off of the mat and open your heart. Downward dog, press all the way back. Breathe. It's okay to keep your knees soft. As much as you can, press your chest towards your thighs. On your next inhale, lift your right leg off the floor. Lift your left heel high, and then step the right foot forward between your hands. So if it doesn't come all the way up, sometimes it only makes it about halfway. Grab it with your right hand and step with the rest of the way. On your fingertips or on your blocks, open your chest forward. As you exhale, straighten your front leg, stretch. Inhale, bend your front knee, open your heart. Exhale, stretch back. One more time. Inhale, bend your front knee, open your chest, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, long stretch back. Inhale, bend the front knee. Step your back foot all the way forward. Drop your head and roll up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms around and up, lift tall. Exhale, open your arms and fold. Find the flat back shape. Press your hands into your shins. Open your heart. Long step back with your right leg. Release the knee down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Lift your arms all the way up. Now sometimes this pose can feel like a lot of pressure on that back knee. If that's the case, you're welcome to bring a pillow or a blanket under it for padding. Or press down through the top of the back foot and just take a little bit of the weight out. So if you activate the top of the foot, you're going to feel the knee become lighter. Wherever you are, lift up through your belly. Lean the shoulders back and breathe into the stretch. Hands come down to the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your knee behind you. Downward facing dog, step back. Inhale, come forward to a plank. choice, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Extra option, you only lower halfway, you never land. Upward facing dog, your heart opens, your thighs are off the floor. Downward dog, press back. Breathe. Easy shoulders. Knees bent is fine. Start to roll the underneath side of your tush towards the ceiling more. On your next inhale, your left leg will lift. Lift high onto the ball of the right foot. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Help yourself out if you need. On your fingertips or on your blocks, open your heart forward. Pull the chest open. As you exhale, straighten the front leg stretch. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, stretch. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend that knee. Exhale, step your back foot forward to knee bend. Drop your head and roll up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine to a flat back. Exhale, let it go. Reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. So we're going to take the exact same sequence that we just took, just a little bit faster, and then we're going to add on one little thing at the end. So again, go at your own pace, or stay with me, it's up to you. So, feet together, start in Tadasana, standing nice and tall at the top of your mat. The heels and the balls of the feet are equally weighted. The top of the head is light. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, your left foot steps back. Drop the knee. Inhale, your arms sweep all the way up. Big reach. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, tuck your toes and lift your knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, your choice of how you lower. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Lift your left heel and step the right foot forward. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, forward. Exhale, stretch. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend your front knee. Moving on, you're going to walk your hands forward, either on the floor or blocks. Slide your heart forward. You're going to lift your back foot off of the floor. So we're in a supported warrior 3 here. Now reach that heel back behind you, and as much as you can, open your heart forward. Breathe. You're ready and would like to play with the balance. See how it feels to lift one hand, maybe both hands to prayer. Forward fold. Drop your left foot next to your right. Drop your head. Reach your arms all the way around. Come to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll take the whole sequence on the left side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, step your right leg back and drop the knee. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the knee. Exhale, downward facing dog, set back. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, your choice of how you lower. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, down. Inhale, your left leg high. Lift the heels, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, your heart opens. Exhale, stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend your front knee. Moving on, coming into your supported warrior 3. You're going to walk your hands forward about 8 to 10 inches. Shift the weight forward onto the left foot, the right leg lifts. Now, as much as you can, strengthen that right thigh. As much as you can, open your chest. And then breathe. If you want to play with the balance, feel free. Gently float your hands to prayer. Forward fold, Uttanasana, land that lifted leg, drop over your legs. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. You're going to take your hands around behind you, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back. Lift the center of your heart high and drop your head to the right. Try to lengthen your left collarbone away from you. You can play with where the chin goes, where you can get the best stretch in the neck for you. Just take a moment to let the heart slow down. Release any tension in the neck and the shoulders, the face. Roll the chin through the center. And take it all the way over to the left. Again, try to reach that right shoulder wide. Keep reaching the hands to the floor behind you. Roll the hands through, roll the head through the center. Lift it all the way back up. You're going to keep your hands together behind you. Feet will be hip distance apart. As you inhale, reach the hands to the floor. Lift the heart to the sky. As you exhale, soften your knees and fold forward. As much as you can, keep the heels of the hands pressing into one another. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and then lift the hands as high overhead as you can for a nice shoulder stretch. Drop your head. And bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Soften your knees, drop your head, roll up to stand. If you have any knee injuries, then you're going to keep your feet hip distance apart. Otherwise, bring your feet all the way together. As you inhale, we're going to sit down into chair pose. Reach your arms up alongside your ears. Now take a look down. Make sure that you can see all 10 of your toes and wiggle them easily. So that means all the weight is in the heels. Sit a little bit lower, lift your heart a little higher. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back, hands press into the shins if that helps. As you exhale, your left leg stretches back behind you. Open your right foot to the right, just 2 little tiny steps. Warrior 1, your back heel drops, your arms lift. So your hip bones are facing the top of the mat. The front knee is bent, the back leg is straight. Circle your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten the front leg, open your heart. As you exhale, bend your front knee, fold forward, humble warrior. Now the stronger you can make that back leg, the easier the balance. Bend your front knee a little bit deeper to challenge yourself, and drop your head completely. Release the hands. Come all the way back up, warrior 1, arms alongside your ears. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, warrior 2, open it wide. Drop your back hand, reach all the way back, reverse warrior. Bend your front knee a little deeper, stretch a little further. Circle both hands back around to the front foot. Lift your back heel so you are in a lunge. Peel your right arm open. Keep that back leg strong. From your belly, twist deeper, roll the heart open. Lengthen the sides of the neck, relax the face. Bring your hand down to the floor. Press into your hands and step back to downward dog. Now you're welcome to stay in downward dog or move through a vinyasa with me. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale your back bend, open your heart. Exhale downward. Breathe. Start to feel how the body has started to open up. The breath is flowing a little bit easier. And then see if you can start to use the strength of the arms to press more weight into the legs. On your next inhale, your right leg will fly. Lift the left heel and step the right foot forward. Lengthen the spine. Now either you're coming into your supported warrior 3 with your hands on the floor or blocks, or you're going to bring your hands to your heart right away. Wherever you are, take a long, full breath in. As you exhale, your back leg floats off the floor, coming into warrior 3. Imagine that you could slide your right thigh back in space. One more breath. You're going to land in your chair pose. The left foot lands. Lift your arms. Continue all the way up to stand. Open your arms and dive forward. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Open your feet up to the edges of your mat. We're coming into Vinyasa squat here. You're going to bring your hips down between your heels. I'm going to turn forward to face you so you can see and give you a couple of options. So your toes are turned out. You're going to squat down between your heels. If this doesn't feel very good, bring a block underneath of your hips to support. That should feel a lot better. Wherever you are, bring your hands together at prayer. Open your knees. Breathe. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the back of the neck. Two more breaths. And then gently bring your hands to the floor. Straighten your legs. If you were sitting on a block, just move it out to the side. Heel toe your feet back together. Drop your head, roll up to stand. Utkatasana, feet together or apart, it's up to you. Sit down nice and low, sweep your arms up overhead. Lengthen your tailbone towards the back of the mat, but reach your fingertips towards your ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Step your right leg back behind you really hard. You're going to wiggle that left foot over to the left just a touch. Drop your back heel. Warrior 1, lift your arms. Allow the body to sink into the pose. Feel the strength of your belly rising, the strength of the legs supporting. Circle your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten your front leg, roll the chest high. As you exhale, bend the front knee, humble warrior, dive forward. Now again here, bend your front knee deeper. Strengthen your back leg stronger. Trust yourself and go a little deeper. Warrior 1, come all the way back up. As you inhale, straighten your front leg. As you exhale, warrior 2, open wide. Reverse warrior, stretch your left arm back behind you as far as you can. Breathe deep through the left waist as you reach more. Cartwheel your hands all the way to the top of the mat. Lift your back heel. You're in a lunge right here, just peel your left arm to the sky. Breathe. And then gently bring that hand down to the floor. Step back to downward dog. Either stay in downward dog and just breathe, or roll forward to a plank. Your choice, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart high. Downward dog. Press back. Breathe. Soft shoulders, long necks. Roll your hips higher. Drop your heels heavier. Your next inhale, raise your left leg. Step the foot all the way between the hands. Lengthen your spine. Option 1, your hands are coming onto the floor or blocks for supported warrior 3. Option 2, the hands come to your heart. Wherever you are, take a full breath in. As you exhale, your back leg floats. Warrior 3. Reach that back heel away from you. If you feel like your shoulders are rounding forward towards the floor, can you slide your heart open more, like you were peering over the edge of a cliff? Chair pose, Utkatasana. Land that foot. Lift your arms. Come all the way to stand. Fold all the way over your legs. Lengthen the spine to a flat back. We're going to take a little different version of Malasana, our squat here. So, open your feet to hip distance. Turn your toes out slightly, like a little easy ballet first position. Lift your heels and sit down onto your heels. So the heels are off of the floor here. The knees are turned out. With your arms inside of your knees, start to walk forward. As you walk forward, to counter that weight, shift your hips back. Let your head go. Just breathe. Feel the weight of the hips behind you, the weight of the head in front of you. Gently walk your hands back in. Press into your hands to straighten your legs. Feet together, roll up to stand. So we're going to take this sequence, again, just like we did the first sequence, a little faster. One more time through right and left, and we're going to add on just a touch. So, take it at your own pace. Take rests when you need. Start in Tadasana, mountain pose, standing nice and tall at the top of the mat. Lift your heart a little bit higher. Drop your shoulders. Find the breath. On your next inhale, chair pose. Weight into the heels, lift your arms, take a full breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine really long. Exhale, step your right leg back behind you. I'm sorry, your left leg back behind you. Drop that heel to the floor. Inhale, raise your arms high. Exhale, circle your hands behind you. Inhale, straighten the front leg, open your heart. Exhale, humble warrior, fold forward. Inhale, come back to warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2, spread it wide. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right here, we're going to go on. Exhale, side angle. Take your right forearm onto the right thigh, the left arm overhead. Now you can stay right here. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, the right hand can either come to a block or, for some of you, the floor. Reach the left arm higher. Roll your belly open. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Look down. Both hands will frame your right foot. Lift the back heel back into that lunge. As you inhale, open your right arm really high. Exhale, hand down, downward facing dog. Either stay or vinyasa. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen more. Exhale, warrior three, lift your back foot. Make your entire body longer. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, stand. Exhale, fold forward. Drop your head and roll up to stand. Left side. Just take 3 breaths in Tadasana first. Reset the body, reset the mind. Reset your dedication to yourself. On your next inhale, chair pose, sit low. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back behind you. Drop the heel, inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, find the fists behind you. Inhale, straighten your front leg, open your chest. Exhale, bend your front knee, fold forward. Inhale, warrior one, lift. Exhale, warrior two, open. Reverse as you breathe in. Side angle as you exhale. Option one, left forearm onto the thigh. Option two, you can lower that left hand to a block or the floor. Wherever you are, roll the chest open. Reach through the top fingers longer. 2 breaths. Look down. Bring your hands to the floor. Lift the back heel. As you inhale, open your left arm. As you exhale, downward facing dog, 1 breath. Either stay or vinyasa, inhale forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, float your hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen more. Exhale, warrior three. You're right there. You're ready for it. Breathe. Chair pose. Land to the foot, lift your arms. Now stay in chair pose, but reach your arms straight forward. We're coming all the way to a seat. Keep reaching your fingers forward. See if you can get there with no hands. Shift the weight all the way into the hips and land. Very nice. Open your knees out to the side, bottoms of the feet together. So we're in a Baddha Konasana. Holding onto your ankles, lift your heart high. Exhale, fold forward. Slowly just start to let go. Feel the beat of the heart starting to become slower. The breath starting to become a little easier. Relax your face, your shoulders. Gently roll up. And keep your left leg where it is. Stretch your right leg out to the side. And find a place where you can where you can completely drop that right hip onto the floor. Sit up as tall as you can. Reach down that right leg. Left arm overhead. Reach through the fingers, open the chest. Breathe deep through the left side of the low back, the left hip. If you notice that that bottom shoulder is up really high, relax it. And then gently fold all the way over that right leg. Turn the belly to the right as much as you can. Let your head go. going to switch sides. The right leg bends in. Stretch your left leg out to the side. Sitting nice and tall. Reach all the way down the left leg, the right arm overhead. Reach long through the fingers, roll the chest up. Just breathe. And gently circle the chest all the way over the left leg. Try to spin your belly all the way so the belly button faces the thigh. Let your head go. You're going to stretch your right leg up to the side to match your left. With your hands behind you, scoot yourself forward. Sitting up nice and tall. Gently walk yourself forward. If this feels like way too much, bring your hands or your forearms onto blocks and just lean forward into them. Try to keep your pinky toes rolling back. Keep your spine long. And then just stretch forward as far as you can. Relax your shoulders. Gently walk yourself all the way back in. And move those blocks out to the side. Now you're going to bend your right leg back into the center of your body. You're going to turn your left leg in, so the inner thigh is on the floor, the knee faces straight forward. Sit up as tall as you can. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Sit up really tall, start to press your left hip forward and wrap around. You can either keep that back hand behind you on the floor or a block for support, or for some of you, you can wrap it around towards your front hip. Inhale, sit a little bit taller. As you exhale, you're going to turn your chin back forward. So the body is still wrapping around to the right, but you're looking over that left shoulder. So it's a nice stretch for the neck. And breathe. Leave your shoulders back a little bit more. And gently release. And from here, bring your hands behind you. Scoot your hips underneath of you and just lean back onto your forearms. So we're going for a stretch in the top of that left thigh. As much as you can, press your hips towards the ceiling. You'll immediately feel how that changes the stretch in that left hip. It can be a little bit intense for some of us, myself included. So just breathe. Keep pressing the hips towards the ceiling even more. Gently come off. We're just going to switch legs. So the left leg is bent in front, the right leg is bent behind. Sit up as tall as you can. Feel your shoulders on top of your hips. And then gently take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh and start to wrap around. Keep twisting as much as you can. Either keep the back hand on the floor or wrap it around your low back and try to catch a piece of your right thigh. Open your back shoulder, your left shoulder more, and then turn your jaw back around over to the right. Breathe. upright through the chest as you can. Twist that left shoulder open a little bit more, but keep turning your jaw to the right. And come back around to the center. Take your hands behind you. Tuck your hips underneath of you. So just like scoot your butt forward, and you're going to lean back onto your forearms. Press your hips to the sky. And gently drawing the abdominals in. And then breathe deeply into that right thigh. Gently come all the way back up. And from here, just plant both of your feet onto the mat. Sit up nice and tall, reach your arms straight forward, take a full breath in. As you exhale, very slowly, with control, roll down. Once you land, slide your heels in close enough to you that you can reach down and feel them with your fingertips. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Press into your feet to lift your hips. Start to walk your shoulders together. Interlace your fingers, press the arms into the floor to lift the hips higher. Easy breath. Lift your hips a little higher. Notice if your knees are starting to flare out to the sides. Bring them back towards one another. Open your arms. And roll. Gently just let your knees fall from side to side. And then we're going to take one more back bend here. So you can take another bridge pose like we just did. So you're just going to press your hips to the sky. If you would like to go for full wheel, which is a full back bend, then gently bring your hands by your shoulders. You're going to start the same way, lifting your hips to the sky, and then from there start to press into your hands to lift all the way off the head. Wherever you are, take 5 breaths. And gently come all the way down. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze, rock your back from side to side. And then place your feet onto the floor. Take your right ankle and cross it over your left knee. You're going to reach down and hold onto the bottom hamstring, so in this case the left hamstring, and pull it in towards you. Open the left knee towards the left shoulder. Roll the right knee away from your body. Breathe deeply through this stretch. Press the tailbone toward the floor, relax the shoulders. Gently release, and just switch sides. Take the left ankle over the right knee. Reach down, hold on to the bottom hamstring, the right hamstring in this case. Pull it in towards you. The right knee opens towards the right shoulder, the left knee presses away from you. You can use that elbow to help press it away if that helps you. Breathe deep into the left hip. Relax your shoulders, your jaw. into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And then drop both of your knees over to the left. Roll your chest open to the right. Just take an easy twist. And then take your knees over to the other side. Bring your knees back to the center. Give yourself a big hug around both of your shins. Squeeze your forehead up to the knees nice and tight. And then gently stretch your legs all the way straight down onto your mat. Open your arms by your sides, palms up. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Exhale. Gently allow the body to dissolve. Every muscle becomes a little heavier. See if you can completely let go of any deliberate breathing, any deliberate thinking, or any deliberate doing at all. And give yourself permission to just take a few moments to just be. Shavasana. Welcome to stay where you are as long as you like. I would like to finish the class with me, then gently deepen your breath. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Allow the movement to grow into the wrists and the ankles. And gently bend your knees. And roll to the right side of your body. With your eyes closed and as little effort as possible. Come all the way up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Lengthen your spine and soften your shoulders. Take a full breath in to thank yourself for your practice, for your time, for your effort. light within me acknowledges and reflects the light within each of you. To close your practice, gently bow forward. Namaste. Thank you for your work today. Please let me know what you think. Any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that. And thank you for bearing with me through the sounds of New York City. I happen to live on a very busy street, so I appreciate your patience with me on that. Have a fantastic week. See you soon.